What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing?
Oh, skibbity toilet.
Oh, no, we do not. Oh, no.
So,
wait, what did you say? Skibbity toilet and then leave?
No, he said skibbity toilet and I kicked him.
Oh, you kicked him. Oh, okay. Yeah, I totally forgot to tell you, Tor, but we shipped you your business cards the other day.
No, Jordan told me.
Oh, did he? Yeah, I got mine. Look at these nice new ones here.
The Fry Master.
Look at we got. Like, I'm gonna QR. I got to set the QR code up, but I have it go to a subdomain so we can redirect wherever we want. But look at that! I got new cards made, and everybody has one. Krista has one. Tor, Jordan, all of us. So. Yeah, it was time to refresh them. I just had like very basic ones, and I have a bunch of them left, but the big thing was I forgot to put my cell phone number on the first round of ones. I just had my direct line. I can't get text on there, so the new one has my cell on there and my direct. So yeah.
Now I'm checking where mine are.
Yeah. Oh, why don't you set a ticket in so you can pull your own tracking up. It should have actually emailed you though. We shipped it through ShipStation like we always do.
I was just pulling up ShipStation.
And I'm disappointed. I ordered actually ordered Jordan a Christmas gift that is useful. I would have got you one, but you don't have a vehicle to put it in, so
True.
But that's okay. I got you chocolates and a keyboard to help with tickets. Oh, look how many are gone. Those came here today. Those were delivered today.
That's all I've had to eat today.
And this, do you want to demo that, Tor? It's a giant squishy enter button. So when he's typing live chat, he can literally just be like typing out and then yeah, just you got a really frustrating customer like, okay, read the directions. Bam.
Do this guide 3 times.
I saw it on a TikTok and I was like, oh, I got to get this for Tor. I was like, it works for Clipper. It works for live chats, for tickets, anything, even coding. Like the video I saw, I don't know if I have it. It was funny. Let me see if I save it to my phone. But it was pretty good. And I was like, okay, I think it was like $18. I was like, I'm going to buy this. Where is it?
So while Tim pulls
that up, I have it here.
I've been printing drone frames. This is one off Maker World. This is fiber with your pet sheet. So the microphone should pick this up.
Yeah, it is.
dull picking. So that's our carbon fiber PET G, and I finally found a use for Polymaker's PPSCF that they sent out to me to test.
It sounds completely different. So I feel like either that's going to be really strong or it's going to be brittle. Like, just because when I've had filaments that are like that, it's usually brittle. So I'm really curious to see.
Like, I've kind of like cranked on it, not like trying to break it, but like seeing if it's just going to snap.
Yeah.
And it's strong. Like, that's not very thick.
I'd be curious to see how it holds up to your flying, and by flying I mean crashing.
Hey, I fly very, very well, except when a cat chases my drone when I'm checking.
Yeah. It doesn't look like I saved the TikToks from it. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Yeah.
I mean, you could print another one. You could print another one. Just go and hit it. Hit it real hard.
I can't print it yet because I was printing a second one, so I could do destructive testing on it. It's not annealed, no.
Are you supposed to enter it? Or you're supposed to anneal it, I mean?
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
But my Trident's lead screw nut
decided
to shear itself off.
Dude, how many are you gonna put just metal ones on there?
Yeah,
like how many times?
Okay, because I was like in like the next hour.
Yeah, I would say this is like not the first time.
What's the weight difference between the two different frames? The Polymaker metal like stuff is about 20 grams heavier.
Okay.
Give or take a couple grams. So it is a little heavier. About the same settings, I believe. One was printed on the Trident with the Rapido 2 Plus that we sell. That went up. I had to print this at 240 or 340 degrees Celsius on the hot end.
Okay.
And
I found one of the demos.
This was printed at 260 on the SVOE.
So this is why I bought this. I saw a video like this. Although this guy's put his boss's picture on it. This is why it literally just does an enter key.
It does. There's no setup or programming or anything.
It's literally just an enter key. That's all it is. It's literally just an enter key. It's just a giant enter key. I was like, this is hilarious. I gotta buy this.
Yeah, I do have parts coming for both, or for one of these runs. I'm gonna do the Polymaker thing first. See how
those are cool.
But yeah, I have parts coming. I'll probably build that on stream.
I don't know who's Tactile 3D Picture. I don't recognize that username.
Yes, Jeff, you get a Rat Rig update.
I want one of those for my office at work. Wait, Jeff is asking for a Rat Rig update?
Yes.
Is that what he said? Where was that? Oh, yeah. Do we get... it's right here. Go ahead. What's the Rat Rig update? I have no idea what the update is.
Hey, Nadir. Hey, Tripod.
It's built. It hasn't pushed any plastic yet, but...
Where is it?
Oh, fuck. Let me see if I can...
Oh, I searched Tactile 3D Picture. That's Matt. That's Matt German. He's on Twitch.
Oh,
I see the K2 there. Your wife's K2. Yeah. Did she make you assemble it and unbox it and everything?
No, actually, I did it, and it pissed her off because I didn't realize she actually wanted to do it. I mean, we did it together, but I took lead.
Sorry to hear about Bear, dude.
Doug sent me this STL print, or STL file, and I printed these. I sent one to one of my buddies. Tor printed one. Do you got it? They're little desk caution signs. I did it on the X1. Did one layer change, but he prints these for his Etsy shop, and you can customize it. And somebody ordered this exact one. I was like, "You send me that file." So I shipped one to one of my buddies, and then I tore the file, and he printed it. He's like, "I don't know. This is actually our Easy Choice yellow, which is like perfect for this sign color." Like,
oh yeah.
Cool.
And I noticed there was some I didn't flush. I forgot I was printing black ABS on there before. You can see there's some black that came out on the first layer. But like his design's pretty slick. So it's a print in place like this. And then this is the little stand that hooks into the back here. It's pretty cool. So you slide it in and then it keeps it stood up. But you can also, and Tor made this observation, we can scale it up because you can actually separate it. He's got little notches in here so you can separate it and then reassemble it. So I could print a giant one.
K2 Plus, do it. That needs to be the big print on your K2 Plus.
I could do it on the T500 because K2 Plus is only 350. The 500 is 500. So we could do like 20 inches. Yeah, do a giant one. I mean, that would be almost as big as the actual signs. Like those are meant to be like the floor signs, like, wet or whatever. Yeah. But he has it so you can, on his Etsy shop. I'm trying to think. I think it's on his Top Hat Waffle Etsy shop. Hang on, I'm trying to find.
Oh, that's your brother.
That's Doug. Yeah.
Oh,
is it on his Etsy shop? You know what? I wonder if it's. So he has multiple Etsy shops. He has this one. This is like his geeky one, and then he has one. So this is like his main one. And these are all models he designed. So this is all original stuff. This isn't like he's just printing dragons that he, paid for an STL for. And if you print dragons, it's fine. I get it. People buy them. You print what people buy. But these are all his original designs for stuff. And I
have
think,
his old, what is it? The Rainbow Six. He did all the logos or icons for the Rainbow
Here's
Six
his other one.
Guys.
It might be on this one. So this is also his shop. The White Paw prints. Those are his dogs. That's him and his wife.
I'm dragon shaming
right here. Mini caution floor sign right here. Here it is. So if you guys wanted to order this, he like custom makes them. He actually has it he has it set up so you can like he can modify in Fusion, export the model. So he like makes a new model for every order. But I'll post that in chat because I'm gonna give a plug. He has like, you can see like his shop. He does a lot of prints. He's got over 737 reviews. So but yeah, check it out. So I was like, I want that one. But yeah, you can just customize it and literally just enter what you want. And yeah, so it's pretty cool. But he's got a lot of like kind of, basic bitch type stuff on here, which sells really well on Etsy. These are cool to make. I actually have these. I bought one of these from the WavePad. It's a fidget toy with
magnets.
I think it's 6 magnets per layer. So it's 18 magnets and it's just very satisfying. So yeah, he uses bigger ones, but he's got a bunch of different ones, but this is all original stuff that he's made. So none of this is stuff that he's bought STL files for. This is stuff he's all designed on his own. Yeah. So if you guys are looking for some gift ideas and you want something original, his print quality is really good. And he's got a lot of cool stuff that no one else has because it's all his own design. So I'm going to give a shout out. So
Tim, banner.
Oh yeah. You can't pull the banner up, can you?
Nope.
Hey, Lilo man, I hope this answers your question.
What was this question?
What do you think of
what do you think about the Ender 5? Oh, I think it's okay it's just all piled up there. I mean, it works okay, but not if I feel like when it gets cold out, like especially we had some in the shop when it got colder out, like, then we started dipping down to like 62 to 64. They didn't hold heat that well, which is why we got rid of them. But if it's in your house or it's kept at a more comfortable, warmer temperature, they do work really well. We used to sell them, but they just weren't a big seller in reality. wouldn't give us good margins on them, so we just stopped carrying them. It wasn't worth the hassle of shipping them because they were heavy and big.
Yeah, if you're going to do
they're fine for what they are.
ABS like part-time sometimes, and it's mostly a PLA machine, they work well.
Also to keep your pets out of the printer too. I know people that use the enclosures to keep their pets and children out of the printers. What are you doing there? Is your camera having a mind of its own?
No, I'm messing around with it. No, but I wanted to say something about the Rat Rig real quick. So the community itself,
cat jail,
have been great. Like if you buy one,
community is supporting their machines.
I know it's pathetic. Don't get me wrong. I'm not defending Rat Rig, but
so are they not supporting it very well? Okay, but like, are they directly like? How is their support direct?
It's not. It's not existing.
Oh, okay.
And here's something I've learned that's pretty fucked up. They push Rat OS. They put on their website is only compatible with Rat.S 2.1, 2.2, whatever it is. They have nothing to do with that. The developer does it on his own and doesn't see a dime from Rat Rig.
It's not an employee of theirs?
No.
That's surprising.
What?
And how do
I get somebody to do all my code for free?
I said something in the Discord. Well, because Rat Rig's excuse, and it bums me out because the developer defends this. Well, the Rat Rig can run on anything. Sure. But in order to get that machine to function and operate the way it's designed to do, you have to use Rat OS. And I even told the guy, I said, that's kind of fucked up.
The Chinese printers don't even do that. Like,
right. They should be giving you...
Here's the K2 Plus. You got to figure out the operating system and set up yourself.
I said they should be tossing you a bone. He's like, well, yeah, but then you'd have to pay more money for the printer. I'm like, but I'd feel better about the fact that I'm using an OS that they support.
Put money into, yeah.
Right.
That's okay. That's legitimately crazy. I thought it was their OS.
No.
No. So it's just some third party that just does it for them?
Yeah. And the developer is super fucking cool. He's not like your typical
Clipper
open source. Type. Yeah, he's very open to criticism and just
but
comments.
I can't.
Cool idea. He's actually gonna.
Right. He's not a dick. And if you bring up a legitimate concern, he's like, "Oh, cool, thanks. I'll work on that. I'll see what I can do." He's not "Oh, fuck you,"
So okay, we put out firmware and we include it with products like our ABL kits. We don't have a full printer. We haven't ever sold our own printer. We tried, and I didn't have the staff.
Donate to Marlin.
Yeah, we do give money because I make money off of Marlin. It's only fair. We have given Scott thousands of dollars. I'm not even joking. Thousands of dollars every single year. And he also has, if he needs hardware and stuff, filament, whatever, if it's in our shop, he basically has carte blanche on, if he needs something, we just send it to him. No questions asked. No, that offer still stands. Scott, if you're watching, you forgot about that. That offer still stands. It's been standing for years. But okay, as a company that makes just products to go on printers, let's just use our ABL kit for an example. We have documentation if you want to use it with Marlin or Clipper, but we have full firmware for specific printer models that we support and specific board and printer model combinations. And we include that with the kit, right? The fact that a company is making you basically go on your own for the entire printer operating system and firmware setup is crazy, especially for such an expensive piece of kit. It's not like it's a cheap Chinese printer. I don't think, how many of you guys in the chat, even if you bought a cheap printer, let's say Creality sold you your Ender 3, but it had no operating system or anything, and you had to do all the firmware setup on your own. I'm pretty sure that would sway you away from purchasing the machine.
Yeah.
Right. But like they just released a video today about
but they told us like it's their thing. And
yeah,
in their
new
marketing
rat
materials
rig,
too.
CNC and the
and you're
rat pack,
100% sure that this is how it is.
So directly from his GitHub, my name is Mikkel Schmidt. I'm based in Støvring, Denmark, and I'm the creator of Rat OS. And he's basically saying if I make
and he doesn't work for Rat Rig.
What I have heard from him directly is he does not get paid by Rat Rig for Rat OS. I don't know if he's employed by them in some other capacity.
Like maybe he gets printers, but even then, just getting a printer, that's a lot of work for just getting exchange for product.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
it's a very, I mean, the guy's okay with it, but I feel bad that he's okay with it. Like, dude, they should be throwing you money.
So weird. They should be,
because he puts a lot of time, and it's hard to explain. But Rat OS, it's fucking great. Like the stuff that you hate about Clipper, he fixes all that. It fixes all of it.
Well, it's because you're basically getting a dialed-in configurator and setup utility. Like that's
there's a configurator,
and we eventually want like we're actively getting hardware in, and Tor and Jordan and I have been all talking about doing our own OSs for different printers because like Unified 2 it's a very successful firmware. Like I think we're probably, aside from in terms of like a third party that's taking an open source firmware and tailoring it to specific printers and board configurations, I think we have been the longest running one, because like over the years there's been like little community projects that'll pop up for like 1 or 2 printer models. That maintainer it's just usually just another person, just somebody that likes tinkering around, and then they'll do it for like a year, maybe 2, and then they'll just stop doing updates. I mean, I have printer boards that we did, printer boards and printers that we're still doing updates for that are over 6 years old. The only ones we've retired so far are either ones that just nobody uses anymore because the printers weren't that popular, or the ones that are very limited, like the 1284 Melzi boards. But like the whole reason like our ABL kits were as successful as they are is because we included the firmware, because that's a huge hurdle for a lot of people. Like a lot of people can handle wiring some things up, but in terms of setting the firmware up from scratch and getting dialed in so it runs correctly and runs at different speeds that the probe is accurate at, and all that stuff like that. And that's just one part of a printer. That's just a bed leveling kit. I can't imagine like not like
supporting it at all.
Getting your printer like we're talking about doing a DIY printer next year, and we're damn well going to have a full like ready to go firmware for it that you just either if it's running Unified 2, a bin file you can flash on there, or if it's Clipper, just an SD card. Yeah, just like not even a Clipper. I want to do like for certain SBCs, like like the CB1, the CB2, and like the Pi 4, have ready to go images where you just flash it on there and it's ready to go.
Right.
Not having to set everything up. Like the fact that a company is like the software is just as important as the hardware when you're designing a machine. Like that's like I would expect, like I don't even expect that level of not caring I don't even expect that from Chinese companies, because at least they try to do firmware. Like they're getting better at it, but that's where they've like kind of lacked for years was firmware, and they are getting better. But like the fact that this company is making these high-end printers and they aren't even employing somebody in-house to do that is crazy, or even paying the guy.
Right. That's it feels dirty, because it's like right here it says his goal is to work.
What's the link? What is the I'll pull up the repo. Hang on. What's the repo?
Check in private chat. I sent you 2 different links.
But
those of you who haven't messed with Rat OS, when you go into the configurator, you pick the printer. then you pick your main board, then you pick your drivers, then you pick your voltage, and then it automatically creates a config file for you, and then it pulls then it flashes your MCU, it flashes your toolhead board, and then any time, for those of you in Clipper,
look at all these code contributions. Holy shit!
He
like
is
he's
very
active too.
Yes.
Yeah, like
he's a real. I donated to him, and I can't give him a lot right now, but I give him a couple bucks a month right now. Plus, I gave him 20 or 25, a couple just.
And there's only let's see, he only has 26 current sponsors right now.
Yeah.
So 11% of 1,500. What is that? Hey Google, what's 11% of 1,500? That's $165 a month.
Yeah.
Shit, I'd pay $165 a month to have somebody else do all our code. Like, holy shit.
And that $1,500 a month is so he can dedicate a full week just to Rat OS. But instead,
a full
he's working
day a week. So it's basically 4 days a week.
Oh, okay.
4 days a month, I mean.
Sorry, I guess I read that wrong. But yeah, it's frustrating.
This is crazy that this is just some guy doing it, and like that's wild. That's absolutely wild. Like, it really is wild. Like, he's got Orbit, so this must be his primary employer, Denmark, Orbit Online. Let's see, what are they? Open source Orbit product. What is the Orbit product? I'm assuming this is who he works for. Interesting. Like, that's so weird. Like, what happens if he just decides
company would do that?
Like, it's just so weird to me, because it's like you're relying on just a guy dedicating his time. Like, it's so weird. Yeah, literally, you go to Rat OS, it's just him.
Yeah.
That's it. It's literally, it's just him. Yeah, what are they going to do if he just says...
Rat rigs.
That's what I'm going to say, like... And this is a subdomain off of...
Yeah, become a Rat OS sponsor.
That's so weird. Like, they should be paying him.
Yeah,
for doing this.
Is
anybody in these sponsors like?
You would have to pay more for that printer. No.
Well,
there's no reason for that.
If you want to build a printer, you should be doing. Hey, look at there's you.
And don't get me wrong. Creality's version is bastardized.
Though, Emerson. That profile picture. Hang on, let's look at. What is this, Emerson? What the hell is going on? My god.
That was
oh my god,
shortly before my back surgery.
You look ridiculous. The long hair. I'm just looking to see if anybody from the company Rat Rig is like sponsoring them. I mean, there's a couple private sponsors, but like, this is all just people. Bro has a 5-head, Blasto says.
Yeah, for a printer that's $1,500.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Or
fuck off.
300.
Way more than that.
No, for the 300 size.
For the
basic 300 is $1,500. He should be getting some sort of kickback per printer. Sold.
Like that IDEX. That IDEX would not work without him. They figured it out mechanically. He figured out the important shit, which was the software end and the way it has to align and the macros. It's that once I got to the point.
I just made one for you. It's called Clipper Chat. Because we know Clipper needs a chat because it's so complicated to use.
Once you get into the what's it called? I can't remember what they call it. Where basically you start doing the tuning part before you can start printing.
Yeah.
That is all relying on Rat OS and the shit that he's figured out and programmed into that.
Dude, it's crazy. Like that's a lot of work for. It's a lot of work for a printer. Like holy shit. Like
I'm sure he gets like one of each version to work on. And
I know, but then he's got
to. So he can design software around it for free
though, too. But they're probably shipping him kits too. So he probably has to build the printer, and then do all the stuff. Like, god damn, like that's crazy. Like I can't imagine running my business like that. Like that just seems crazy to me. Like, Liam, like I mean, like for example, our Easy Firmware site. You guys familiar with that? The Easy Firmware site, like that is something that I worked with Chip. He goes by Chip online.
If you guys know the Prusa conversion kit for the Prusas to a Core XY, he did that.
Yeah.
So some of you might be familiar with him.
Yeah, so like he offered to do like that Easy Firmware site setup for free, and I was like, no, I'm going to pay you. We ended up paying him over $5,000 for the initial. Yeah, for the initial like setup. Yeah, we spent a lot of money, like actual money, on that site, and then I've probably paid him another probably at least $1,500 over the last couple of years to like update things and fix things when it was when things were not resolving correctly or whatever. I've been able to fix a lot of that on my own when we did have issues. But like, I don't feel good. I don't feel good telling people or like having like it's just weird. Like if you're a company and you're providing a service and you're making money off stuff, you should be paying people. So like I was trying to my DNS on my computer here has been weird. But like here we go. So like this is our Easy Firmware site. And this is all like this is all custom code. And this is all hosted here. This is actually hosted on the server that's right by me. And we paid good money to have this made. And you can see people still use it. Like, let's see, how many compiles have we done? So people like the Wizard. So over 34,000 just on the Wizard. The online editor. He wants to see Comet. In a sec.
Check the private messages.
So 6,300 on the online editor and then 5,600. So this site has done over 40,000 compiles in the couple of years it's been up. Yeah, you can add Matt Tor, that's fine. But yeah, like we paid to have this made. Like I'm not gonna leech off of people. Like I don't have to give Scott money for Marlin, but our products use Marlin. We sell firmware that's based off of Marlin. He should get some fucking money for the code. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
Well, Comment. And I think his commits to the Orca repo are for the profiles. That might not be the only thing. But
that's still
pretty sure that's part of it.
He's using electricity to test it. He's using filament to test it. That's all money.
You know what? And if it upped the price $150, okay.
It probably wouldn't up it
no
that
issue.
Much.
I'm just saying.
Even if they gave him, let's say they gave him $50 a machine, and just did it on a machine sales basis.
Right. Give him some sort of commission.
Yeah.
Or profit sharing, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell he just hates being held?
Yeah.
Can you tell?
So angry.
So angry. He loves this. He loves it.
Matt.
Hey,
what's up, Matt?
That's so horrific. If I would be the dog, I would be like, ah.
This dog just loves attention. Look, he's coming right back. He's like, why'd you put me down? Why'd you put me down? See, like, it comes right back up. I love everybody. He even has like it's worn up, but it's like the name tag says, "Hello, my name is Comet." But yeah, all right. Well, there's the Rat Rig update. We're 34 minutes into the show.
Sorry, didn't mean to hijack it. And that's what's so irritating about this machine. It's like, I want to recommend it because it's fucking awesome. And it's been a blast to build. I'm really excited, especially now that I've figured everything out. and I've got that sucker. I'm afraid to put the IDEX kit on it because I have those belts like perfect. The input shaping
like I don't want to
graphs
break
are
it.
like but it's like it's hard to say go buy it because there's just too much skeezy shit that Rat Rig is doing, and it's a shame.
Come on. All right, so the first news thing we're gonna pull up. If you guys want to see everything we're going to talk about, you can go to shownotes.th3dstudio.com and we'll pull it up. All you guys can pull it up too. That's what I go off the show notes. So Tor aggregates all the news. We send them links. If you want anything to show up on the TH3D Nation streams, we typically do these every other week. So 1 week is TH3D Nation, which is we're talking news. Then we do a Q&A, and then Print Talk Live is where we're hanging out, just working on things. So next week will be Print Talk Live.
Look at the bar. Look at the bar.
Yep, right here. So if you want to ask a question, go to qa.th3d.com. There's a form there you can fill out, and we'll read it at the end of the stream. Comet, Josh says he loves you. It's just because Josh is also a redhead, so he identifies with Comet. Come on.
I mean, redhead a little more is a subjective term because he has no hair. It's just red from the sun.
Oh, he does.
No, he is a redhead when he grows the hair out. He just has the Emerson bowl cut look, just the side curtains. So the first thing is, which this is pretty cool.
You should watch a show called Catherine Tate. The UK TV show. Catherine Tate show.
Catherine Taint?
Yeah, Tate.
Catherine Tate?
Yeah.
Oh, Tate.
Yeah. She makes all the time fun of people with red hair.
So here we go. They've cracked the encryption on the bamboo spools.
Yeah.
So they have this device. This can read and I think program RFID tags, can it?
Yeah, and it works over MQTT.
MQTT, yeah, which is nice. I use MQTT for a lot of home automation stuff. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So you just pull it up. It's got a web interface. It's a step towards getting support for other manufacturers to have auto recognition on there. So you can see here they've got open spool here. That's their standard. It's their own thing. They're working on the bamboo stuff right now, and then working on getting. There's another one called Open Tag as well.
That might
what?
No, I don't know Open Tag. I know of 3 companies right now who do it: Reality, Bamboo, and I think it was FlashForge.
I know another company.
What other company?
What's that?
Polymaker. I think they might be doing something about that too.
They probably would be doing it.
Yeah,
they're big enough company,
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So like they have this actual device here. It's on Tindy. It's just a little RGB here. That's kind of how you do in there. Clean your flux.
I'm sure that will be fixed in a revision.
Yeah, it's probably a prototype. So we got all the wiring here. So this is very much a DIY type thing. It looks like. Do you have to solder this? Oh, it's out of stock. Next should be here 25 first. So it's an RFID reader for 3D printers, able to read any tag. Want to use RFID tags on your Prusa printer, Creality on your Bamboo. Want to create your own tags for generic filament. Yeah, so
that's what we're interested in.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So let's see. Open to plug in your computer, navigate to openspool.io to flash the firmware, join to your Wi-Fi, enter your 3D printer credentials. So it like connects to the printer over Wi-Fi. What does OpenSpool do? Let's see. Connect. Oh, they're using like it's not showing window, but it's like with ESP Home. It's like the flasher.
WTF
WLED, yeah, does it too.
WTF OS. It's for my DJI goggles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it allows you to give it like it allows you the browser to establish a serial connection, which is cool. You actually with this tech, you could actually, I mean, the 8-bit boards are going away, but you could actually flash 8-bit control boards this way too. But we're not going to put any time into that because they're all going away. So,
well, I'm pretty sure there is a flasher that I've seen. I just can never remember.
Yeah, it's not worth doing anything with because they're so old. I don't know what the MQTT would do. Maybe for Home Assistant connection. I don't know.
That's how they connect it to the printer. That's the same as the Bamboo.
So it points. Oh yeah, because Bamboo does the MQTT. Okay, so this is just got it. So this is how it talks to the Bamboo machine.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
There's a video of him running a little tag across the front of the box, and then it pops up on the Bamboo printer, whatever you programmed it to.
So this sits next to the printer, and you just wave the spool past this, and then this goes over MQTT to tell the printer how to what filament is.
Yeah, this is
correct.
The filament.
Gotcha. Okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, so here's the thing. I know it's like a neat feature, but like, why are people so obsessed with having like RFID tags on their spools? Is it really too much to just tell them? That's what I'm saying. Is it too much to be like, I just put black PLA in here, or I put white PLA in here? Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like,
because people are getting lazy, you know?
Yeah, that's too much work. Can't
that's
push
just me.
Button.
I know, right?
Need big enter button.
Hey, pretty soon people will be so lazy they will not be able to chew the food.
We're gonna have a 3D printing device. I'll just lock onto your jaw. Go.
Yeah. Or get a person who you pay to chew for you.
Like a baby bird.
Yeah.
So it's cool if you guys are. I mean, I'm not super interested in this. It's cool. I like the idea, but again, like I said, it's like, is it really that much? Like, is it really that big of a deal to just tell your printer what spool you put in there? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a boomer. But speaking of filament, Polymaker now has their COPE out. If you guys remember us talking about, we couldn't say what it was, but this is their new filament. It's like a copolymer, and Jordan actually printed with it. And he said it does print like PLA. It is a little shiner. He actually brought a print. I don't have it with me. I think it's in the shop where he took it home. But he did buy some of the new Panchroma. So this is a PLA-like material. Yeah, you have some, Matt. Is that the COPE?
Yeah.
I'm pulling it up. Check your bit rate. Are you set to 480p on your camera?
I think so. Let me check.
Or is it? It should be set to 1080.
But this is by CMYK color. So I have 3 different types.
Is that the COPE filament, or is that PLA?
If it doesn't say PLA, it's most likely the COPE.
It doesn't say PLA on it.
Yeah, okay, so then it's their COPE.
I've been having a lot of people who like check out their Panchroma line. It's like, look at the spool, look at the box.
On the bottom of your browser Matt, on the bottom of the browser window for this, click the little up arrow to the right of where it says stop video and check the resolution and make sure it's set to 1080p.
Yeah, I will check it now.
Because it's like really, I can barely read the spools. It's pretty.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I'm sorry. It should be better now.
Yeah, I saw it shift. It should be good. So yeah, if you pull it up, we should be able to see. Yeah, that's a lot better.
Oh, way better.
Made with Ingeo, bed temp 30, 25 to 60. Yeah, it doesn't say. It doesn't say what it is. No, it doesn't say PLA. So it is a cheaper material. So that's the thing. It's a lot cheaper than PLA. And that's I think that's the main reason they're going after it. My question is it going to be as temp resistant? Is it like, what are the trade-offs to it? Like, there's got to be a trade-off to going with the cheaper material. Like, what is it? You know what I mean? Like, and what material is it? Like, a copolyester just means it's 2 different materials. So, like, what are those 2 materials that they're using?
PE,
yeah, like
maybe. I mean, there's another filament called what's called?
Let's see if I can find it. I'm gonna look for the MSDS sheet. Oh wait, this is COPA. Polyimide COPA. That's older. Let's see. I'm checking here. That did not load. And Chroma COPE. Yeah, so they have it on sale right now.
How much? £13. Wow.
This may not stick to standard PLA very well, so it's not recommended to combine it with other hand chroma effects in a single print. Okay, so it doesn't stick to PLA. Interesting.
I don't know. I use PLA, Polylight PLA, and I make my lithophanes. I mean, you all seen how they come out.
Okay, here, look at. Not recommended to be printed on textured PI. This material has high bed adhesion properties, so it's probably got PETG in it. It's probably like a. I'm wondering if it's a blend of PETG with PLA or something else, because PETG, this is a PETG property. It likes to really grip to beds.
Or a GPU as well.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm looking here.
I use your textured PDI mats, and I don't have any problems with PETG on it.
Well, PETG in general, it will want to really bond to build plates.
If you're using smooth PEI, it will rip holes in it.
Oh, yeah, it'll bond it. I wonder. So here's the thing. I wonder if this will bond
like the Wham Bam.
So like, yeah. So I'm wondering if this will bond to glass. If it is, it's probably some sort of PE. Maybe that's. I thought PE was. This is. I think this just stands for copolymer. But I could be wrong. I'm not a material scientist, but it's just interesting. They say it doesn't stick to PLA very well. New TDS information, so they don't have anything.
This is Punch Chroma and Polylight PLA white.
Where's their
what I have
TDS?
here?
It says there's. I'm curious to see what it says. There's no link to the TDS. It says COPE is called a regular. New TDS. Okay. Where is the TDS? Looking here. I'm looking through here.
Matt, can you turn down your gain slightly?
Yeah. Sorry.
Not a problem.
Yeah. Oh wait, it's down below here. I'm an idiot.
It's
Technical data sheet. Yeah, it's because it's an image. That's why I wasn't searching for it. So regular matte, satin, silk, others. Okay, so this is just like their this is just like their strength and density. I wonder how this compares to PLA. I'm really curious. Okay, so the softening temperature is really similar to PLA. PLA is right around 60 something, which is where this is at. Print temperature is about the same. Interesting. Yeah, cooling fan. Yeah, really interesting. We're going to be ordering this stuff. We haven't reordered Polymaker because they're in the process of changing all their product lines and names, and they're not done with that yet. They were supposed to be done with it in October, I think. And it's just been pushed back. So like, we don't want to order a bunch of filament and then have to redo all the product pages again. So our strategy was clear out the old SKUs and then we'll order once the new SKUs are done. So if you guys are wondering why we don't have a ton of Polymaker in the shop, it's not because we don't like them anymore. It's because we're just waiting on them to finish up all the new SKUs so we can make them and redo it all. So
as you can see, I love Polymaker.
Yeah. We still print almost. If you guys get ABS prints for it, there's like a 90+% chance it's Polymaker, and the other like 10% is our own filament. So, but we don't get 3 kilogram stuff for our brand. So, we just buy the Polymaker 3 kilogram spools. So, but yeah, it's interesting. I'm curious to see if because their price, like this is a new product, so I'm assuming they're doing a lower price right now just to attract people to it.
Well, less for them. It's cheaper for them to actually make it as well.
Right. So, but it looks like their target MSRP is going to be $22, which is right around what their PLA was, right?
I believe their PLA was around 25 or so.
No, they're showing it satin and matte. They're showing $19.99. Yeah, because they had the Polyterra, which was $20. Polylight's $21.99. Yeah, so they're targeting about the same price. Interesting. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, so I mean, Jordan's printed with it. He said it printed just like PLA, so it seems like it does work pretty well. We could probably actually, Tor, I was thinking about it. We could probably order these because these are the new ones. If they already have these SKUs done, we could actually probably start ordering some of the Panchroma COPE stuff.
Like whatever they have on the site right now.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah, I got to look at their shape, but yeah. All right, so the next thing we're moving to is Shapeways. Where is it? Hang on, Shapeways. Wait, I had this open. Why is this not opening here? Oh, hang on, my browser's being stupid. All right, so Shapeways is acquiring things. Shapeways, the company that went bankrupt.
Like what, 6 months ago?
Yeah, we were talking about that. How is a bankrupt company acquiring another company?
Someone bought out Shapeways, and I think it's one of those like group investors that just sell your data.
Do people not remember when Kmart was going bankrupt and then somehow magically bought Sears?
So somebody bought Shapeways, and the new Shapeways, which is completely different people, is buying Things now. And if they're mining user data, that sucks because Things I actually use to search for acquire the asset. Hang on, let's see.
Blasto, I think we should.
Who bought it? Oh, the service grew steadily and received investment from VC firms. I'm wondering. New management team has completed the purchase of all available assets from both Dutch and American trustees handling bankruptcy, and Shapeways BV now owns the Shapeways name, website, and original Eindhoven production facility. Shapeways will leverage the software hardware design. Okay, who bought it though? What is Manuvo? That sounds familiar. Is that who bought it? Is Manuvo who bought this? I'm interested to see like who. So they're up here. Shapeways comes home to trusted management and founding visionaries. What does this mean? Marlene Volgar. So she came back. So it seems like old people that used to work there came back and bought it. Interesting. So now they're buying things. Interesting. I'd really be curious to see like, huh?
I was just making fun of you.
Oh. Let's see what Things says. It says really, oh, nothing. Wait, do they have a blog here? Let's see. Oh yeah, here, Things and Shapeways. Let's see. Things officially joining force with Shapeways. The original vision. Okay, so the people that originally made Shapeways came back to buy it. Fizna in Shapeways. Who the hell is Fizna? It's a geometric 3D search engine for 3D models. Interesting. This is Fizna. Never heard of them. Interesting. I'm just trying to file here. I'm really curious. What does it mean for Things? Collaboration, powerful search tools. We're building a platform that offers more than ever. Designers will have new ways to monetize their models, so they're going to make money off of taking a cut. I'm wondering, here's what I'm thinking. I'm wondering if they're going to use Shapeways so you can just print right from, like, if there's like a file here, I wonder if there's going to be like a thing to buy the model. Do you know what I mean?
Well, they already have like paid model subscription plan kind of.
No. I mean, like, have Shapeways printed and send it to you type of thing. And then like with the, I'm just speculating here. Like Shapeways is a manufacturing, like they do printing for money. That's what they do, right? So if they're going to integrate with this, I'm wondering if like you can just buy a model and have it printed. And the question then is, if you upload anything to things, then can anybody buy the printed model, and does the person who uploaded get a cut? Does a cut, you get a cut of the sale? And then like, let's say like, oh, there's a model and I buy a bunch of them and then I go resell them. Can I get around like, licensing if I have Shapeways printed for us and then we just sell the prints that came from Shapeways? Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just speculating, but knowing what Shapeways does and they're acquiring a site that hosts models, it's interesting. So yeah, they got around 1.2 million 3D models just on things. That's a lot. But yep, it's something new. Speaking of model sites, in this case, shitty Chinese model sites, Bamboo is not doing shit about people stealing models and uploading them to their site yet again. How many fucking times have we talked about this? Like,
yeah, they just don't care. They just want to like gamify it so people get points and get like their gift cards.
Copyright claim against Spirosword and then freaking Chinese characters. It's all these Chinese accounts. Look at, they're all uploading this shit. Like, this is bullshit. Like, look at this. See, I count over 80 takedown requests already, and they're not doing anything. Like, Spiral Lightsaber Retract Pure Split modified version. So they just removed like the built-in supports and then re-uploaded it?
They merged it into the model. It looked like what I saw.
Which is stupid.
Yeah, it's obviously dumb. Their print.
Yes, it's clearly their model. It's clearly their model.
Isn't that the guy that was at Murph when we came down?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I've met him in person. I'm gonna see if there's any updates from him. But this is shitty.
Kind of across from you guys.
Yeah, interesting. This company pays for ads on TikTok. They're selling my designs on their personal websites with permission. This post is from a suspended account. Let me see if I can find. So that account's gone. The question is, I'm trying to find if I can pull that old tweet up. Let's see.
Like, this is how a lot of people like pay for their hobby when they do this stuff. Like, all
I know, it's shitty. And like, surprise, a Chinese company doesn't give a shit about fucking copyright.
No, they just want more clicks.
They want more clicks. This is fucking shitty. Like, I should see if like any of our models. I should see if any of our models ended up on MakerWorld or something. Like, be interesting. Oh, no, that's Creator Pro. Who is FF3D FlashForge?
Yikes.
That's from 2021. Wow. Yeah, so if you guys see models of stuff that is other people's designs, report them, tweet about it. Like, but the fact that Bamboo doesn't give a shit, like that they're literally rejecting the claims, that tells me all I need to know about the company. And we already knew they were a shitty company. Like, they make decent printers, but like, just as a company, they're just a shitty company. They don't care. They only care about making tons of money. Models make them money because it gets people on the site. They can show them ads. You may not think it's not that big of a deal, but it is. Like, what they should be doing is going to people like, hey, can we purchase the rights to your models? Like, so we can have them on the site or something. But like, these are all Chinese accounts. So claim against this, like, these are all clearly Chinese accounts re-uploading these models. Because if they weren't Chinese, the fucking titles wouldn't be in fucking Chinese. Let me see. Spiral telescopic sword. Let's go to MakerWorld and see if they're still up. Spiral. It's auto-completing. Let's see. It's still up here. Oh, did they finally take it down?
Try a lightsaber or something.
I'm just looking here.
Hey, hang on. Scroll down a little bit. Ah, fuck.
What?
Oh, the banana saber.
Sword on the cob?
Scroll back up a little bit. I believe that sword is also his design.
This?
Nope, the next one. Mm-hmm.
This one here?
Yep. Because he gave the girls one of those when we were at Murph.
Really? Hang on, let me open his... Let's go to his website and see. Because I know he has a website. It's dddprintingworld.com. So he has his stuff on things here. I think. Is it going? Things is taking a little bit.
I wonder why.
Got a bounce from China now.
Okay, so this is the one we're looking at. So it's like this kind of webbed or like wrap design. Let's see.
Does he have a link to his MakerWorld account on his X profile or Twitter profile?
He's not on MakerWorld at all. He's on things. He's on.
Hang on. Shit. Scroll up, I think.
Makes me want to search now.
Yeah, I'm curious. And it's hard to find depending on what they type. Where?
Scroll down
right
a
here?
bit. Isn't that the handle? Because that
one
with the... Nope, that's a different style.
Yeah, this has more of like a wrap. It looks like cloth wrapping. He's got so many different versions of it on here.
Yeah, no, like he's good at making all these swords and stuff. This is like his niche.
It's his thing, yeah. It's like the lady that makes dragons. That's all she does. Dragons and dragons and dragons and dragons. But yeah, so he's got...
David said it was there in the solid blue.
Oh, on things?
He said he thought it was called the Cinder Wing.
No, this is similar, but it's not the same. I'm wondering if, like, the back portion, how that looks. Because his have, like, a lid here. This one also... This does look really similar to his designs. Like, what if it's... Does he have any pictures with this, like, background in it?
I'm sure they printed...
Yeah, and then just listed on there.
Yeah. That way they don't get him for being an exact rip-off of the images as well. It's just the same model,
I mean... Yeah, I'm looking through here to see. I mean, we probably won't find it. There's so much stuff. Like... But yeah, let's go back here. I'm just looking to see, like... what other stuff is on here. This looks like one of his. Hold up. Let's go back here. I thought there was one that looked just like that on his here. Unless it was on his Twitter account. I'm not even super familiar with this guy's models, but I'm sure other people at ARC could like be like, "Oh yeah, that's his." No. Man, that one looks really familiar. I feel like I saw that. Unless it's in his... He does have a picture of like a bunch that he printed here. I think I was thinking about one of these other ones that looks really similar here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I won't waste too much more time. But yeah, like, this is a problem. And the question is, if these companies won't take them down, what do you do as a creator? Like, you know, I think you would probably have to literally get like lawyers involved if you wanted to actually pursue it. And
Yeah,
that costs money.
Not only that, it's a Chinese company, so good luck.
Good luck. Yeah. Well, and they know that. That's why they do this shit. All right, Tor, I'll let you talk about this one.
Ah!
You ready? Boop. Here it goes. Coming up. Bam! Belt printers. Again.
It looks like they're kind of starting to make a comeback.
Are they, though? This is like what? How many belt printer products are there? The CR30 was okay. It was a kind of a flop, but...
Well, in the recent years, like, now we have like the Crooked Crow and the Baby Belt from...
I've seen the Baby Belt.
We have the IdeaFormer i3 V1 and V2. This is... The V1 was a Marlin-based. This is a Clipper-based machine.
Okay.
Wasn't there also a kit?
Aren't they the ones that made the slicer? Aren't they the ones that made the slicer? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
I think IdeaFormer might be the slicer.
Because there wasn't there another...
transform the Ender 3 into a belt.
Belt printer, yeah. There's been a bunch of them. I'm just looking on here. Yeah, it's definitely running Clipper.
Yeah, I've seen a few of the reviews of it. I kind of want one.
Oh, it's a fucking Kickstarter.
Yeah, I don't like that. I was going to wait for it to actually release.
It's a Kickstarter.
Like Aurora Tech did a video on it.
Why is this not playing? Oh, there it goes. Can you...
I mean, bed leveling's easy. You only have to do one line.
Yeah. Oh, you can do it from your phone.
I don't like that this screen is too close to the bed. Look at it.
Yeah,
it's kind of hanging off.
Where else are you gonna put it, though?
They also have like one of our, not our EasyCam, but it's like the same style that you just set on top of. There's no like mount or anything. You just set it on top of the screen.
Wait, what? They don't have a mount for it? Do they show it in here?
I think so.
There's no mount for it? Oh, it's got an enclosure.
They have an enclosure. Here? Yeah, they have their own enclosure for it. They have like the little belt extender.
It's a grow tent. Yeah, a little grow tent to send it out. Weird.
I also linked their actual product page.
On where?
On the show notes.
This one here that's taking forever to load.
Most likely.
That's coming all the way from China. I'm going right to the link you posted.
Yeah.
700 is a pre-sale. Interesting.
I would not buy it.
Why can't I make these bigger? Why can't I make the images bigger? Like, open a new window. 20,000 millimeters a second. AI. What's that?
It looks a lot like AI, everything. This is all fake pictures.
Yeah, I mean, that's why they all do it these days. Which is
I wish they had a... I forgot who did it, but they have like a camera setup. Oh, if you scroll down, batch printer.
Wait, Jim did a video on this?
Yeah, Jim did a video. Aurora Tech did a video.
Can you hear the audio?
No.
Okay, hang on. Jim didn't tell me he got a belt printer. I'm going to have to yell at Jim. Jim usually tells me when he gets cool shit.
If he sends that to you, I swear to God, Tim.
Maybe it's not cool enough to tell you.
That's what I was going to say. Maybe it's not cool.
I have ever used.
Can you guys
My
hear
name's
me?
Jim, and this is The Edge of Tech. Today, we're going to take a look at the IdeaFormer IR3 V2. I just wanted to talk about this printer because it is a printer that's being released very, very soon. Now, what makes this printer different than what we usually see on the channel is that it prints on a
TH3D's
belt.
live.
You can see the belt right here. There's no
That looks a
plate,
pretty
it's not removable.
belt.
It's actually a belt that spins all the way around the platform.
What's going on with your audio?
Matt, can you please install NVIDIA Broadcast or something and filter your audio, please? Your audio is always bad at some point on the streams. Let's see.
This is pretty cool because it allows you to do some pretty cool things that we'll talk about a little later. It is a Core XY printer, so it runs just like a Core XY would, except for that hot end actually prints at an angle down onto the belt.
I figured it was a Core XY structure.
It's actually a metal belt
they did on the
that is coated in PEI according to IdeaFormer. It is
we heard your jets
good
taking
through
off.
my testing, and probably one of the best belts that I've tested stock, like from factory, on one of these belt printers as far as like stuff sticking to it. It does a really good job.
Oh,
now,
I don't know what happened there.
V2 does run on Clipper firmware, so if you're a Clipper lover, that's great for you. I actually find that it runs pretty smooth. The interface on my computer runs really good. It does have
fluid,
Wi-Fi, so you can set it up and run everything from a computer or maybe your phone or whatever from the interface if you want to. It does allow you to do some really cool things right from that interface.
It looks like it's got linear rails on it too.
There is a onboard
I
camera.
believe it
There's
does.
a light you can turn on and off.
Yeah, it's got it's got rails here for the X, and it's got
send your prints to
linear
it,
rails on the Y.
from it. Definitely cool to have that interface there, and it's really cool
to
to see
printing,
Clipper on a belt printer in general. It is a
oh, he's got his
printer,
flexi spot.
Real quick, I need to jump in and talk
the
about
edge of desk.
Spot as well.
Sorry, Jim, we're skipping your ad.
Say,
all right, let's see.
Other adjustments you can do in here if the bed's kind of traveling, or if that bed leveling is outside of a certain range, it shows you how to like level the plate underneath.
Interesting.
It is awesome that it does have auto bed leveling, and to be fair, I literally pulled this out of the box. Tristan and I set it up together. The setup, the assembly, and all that stuff, very easy to do. It only took, with Tristan's help, maybe like 30 minutes. It was very easy to do. I didn't do anything else. I ran the bed.
Yeah, David, that's kind of what I want to do with the filament.
They got a filament sensor.
And then it goes up into the hot end.
I want to see him. Let's see how the bench he looks. Let's see.
Hard. Like I said, I did the auto leveling and I just loaded some filament and sent it. I didn't do anything else right out of the box. And I got a pretty good benchy. Not the fastest benchy in the world. Had a little string I just pulled off there.
It looks weird seeing the layer lines on an angle. It looks so weird.
I'm going to show some close-ups while I'm talking, but it's cool that
I want to see. Please tell me he printed something big.
So you
can he printed a chain.
So I kind of put them together and printed them out. They came out really, really good. A couple sets of links printed very, very well. And then disaster struck, and one broke loose and caused a whole ton of spaghetti because they all just broke loose after that. I don't know what happened. I wasn't watching it on the camera. These came out really
adhesion problem.
Sides. They're both flat, so they could print better.
I mean, with a belt like that, you can put on like nanopolymer.
And this thing is 86 inches long. It came out very, very good. I had some weird stuff going on.
Okay, so like,
tip, as you can see,
lack of cooling there.
And
I mean, it's like
this is just
tuning a bit.
But like, what this is what I was telling people about belt printers. Like, they're cool, but like, they're very niche because they don't print regular stuff well.
And then it stuck down.
Like, they print worse than like,
had a little bit of lifting,
a stock Ender 3 for regular stuff. But if you need a use case where you need the really long.
And
yeah, like David in chat said his nephew has one and he did custom crown molding.
Ryan, I'm just knocking stuff. I'm just knocking stuff over. But Ryan, this thing came out so good. He actually did eyes and some other things.
Oh, he did another one. So he's getting prints out of it.
It's a little bit flimsy because of how thin it is, but it didn't really have an issue printing. But it really came out nice.
Interesting.
Done into boxes.
That's a funny. Just like harvesting.
Yeah, that's like a great use case for belt printers.
Yeah, but then the other thing too is like that it like Yeah, it's weird. I probably won't buy another one. If you have a use case for it, cool. But like, I feel like it's not a good printer for your only. It's not an only printer. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I mostly want it because it's a printer that I haven't played with before, and I've played with just about everything else: deltas, resin.
I traded my belt printer and a Prusa Mini for something I can't show on stream. So, so yeah, there's a new belt printer. It's interesting. It's a very niche market. I don't expect them to be super popular ever, to be completely honest.
Yeah, no.
But next up is this weird. Tor, you were very excited about this. I thought it was interesting.
It's like paste printing. So
yeah, on a.
I hate that they did it on a bamboo printer.
Right, out of all the printers to modify, you choose the one that's the most locked down.
Yeah, but it is a.
Matt, you need to figure out how to fix your audio because it's a constant issue on the streams.
I gotta go. I see you guys.
Okay,
thanks for the invite.
Bye, Matt.
Yeah, he's got to put some filtering or something. His audio is always kind of iffy on Jerry's or ours. Yeah,
we'll be fine. And then
anyways,
we'll blast up to 1,000%. But yeah,
yeah, I know.
It's a custom hot end nozzle setup.
Yeah, that's what this
is
here.
Split the outer shell, and the inner shell, or the inner has a
piece. So this stuff, it looks like filament, but it's encasing
kind of like material. Our I forgot what filament it is, but we have
like the co-extrusion. Yeah, so it kind of looks. Hang on, I'll find it right now.
But it splits off the sheathing, throws it off to the side, and they were talking about doing a dual core, so it has like the silicone part A and part B that it'll pre-mix in the nozzle.
So it kind of looks like this. So exactly. Imagine there's a plastic outer sheathing that it splits away, and then the silicone or whatever the material is in the center here. That's what they're doing with it, which is cool. Yeah, it's weird that they chose the bamboo to do it because like there's way so many other printers that you could easily do this easier.
Make a custom hot end setup.
Here, so look at you can see it goes in there and it gets split. It's so weird. You can kind of see the gel in the.
But yeah, they had silicone AB. They had chocolate and a couple other like paste filaments.
Yeah. It's interesting. This is using just standard. I know there's a term for these lure lock or whatever. They're a standard needle end. But yeah, look at that. Like actually decent print quality from like these are silicone parts. This is pretty crazy.
Right?
Like
like a separate IDEX machine would be really good for that setup. Like they could have got a rat rig and done it.
Here, they're developing a special slit tube filament that has a membrane separating the two parts. If they succeed in this approach, any FFF printer could be directly able to print pure silicone objects at a low cost. This could be a substantial blow to specialized silicone 3D printer manufacturers. Yeah. It's crazy. This is cool. I think this is really cool. Filament2.com. Let's see what this is.
I saw them. I forgot who did the video. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find who did the video on it, but it was at Smurf that they did a demo of it. Or not a demo, but they talked about it.
Yeah, it's cool. I find it funny that their spools are even 3D printed.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's interesting.
Oh, Formnext. There we go.
Yeah, let's see. Oh my god, I hate whoever decided to put these fucking cookie pop-ups needs to go die. I hate them so much.
There's so many pop-ups and ads and shit.
It's so annoying. It's so annoying. I'm so tired of it. Like that is fucking cool though. Like I'm just thinking about stuff you can make. You can make gaskets and shit, like custom made gaskets on your printer.
Like that one in that center picture that he has his hand on is a chocolate.
Oh, why is this? Oh, this website's a little broken. There we go.
Yeah, that
interesting.
That's a chocolate filled, and
this would probably work better than the Cocoa Press.
Filled, yeah.
Yeah, this would probably be way better than the Cocoa Press type extruder, where or like the paste type, where it's pushing a plunger in, or like what was that one we looked at? The Weebooks, whatever. Yeah, it's really interesting.
Types.
Yeah, this one's covered here, but that definitely looks like a chocolate. Interesting.
I couldn't find who did the video on it.
Oh, so it's called Filament 2. Let's go to YouTube.
But it was like a Formnext recap video.
Filament 2.
Oh, there we go.
Hey. Let's see. Oh, does this have videos?
Regular FDM printers are great with
is this some AI shit? This is AI shit. I hate these stupid people that do this shit. What was it? Formnext it was at?
Yeah.
Is this it?
I think it might be the next layer.
The next layer? Yeah. Maybe this.
Christmas came early this year for
please tell me he put chapters in here.
He did.
I'm not seeing it here in the lineup. Unless I'm blind, right? I mean,
no, I don't see it either.
This is his most recent one.
There's a bunch of them, but yeah.
Did he? Yeah, let me see. Formnext. I want to see. That's Flash Forge.
ENC Kitchen? Scroll down a little bit.
Let me do. Hang on. Let's see. Maybe Filament 2 is too much of a generic name.
Well,
15
the title was just.
I'm gonna mute this so I don't get copyright struck.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's just a waste. As somebody who has a Cobra 2 here for repair, do not buy them. They're built like shit. Do they have? Is he gonna show it? Peak. Carbon fiber peak tour. Okay. Well, why is this like not showing up in the search results? I can't believe nobody's done like a video on it.
They just do a recap video.
All right. Well,
I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's just that crappy AI video. I hate that. I go to watch a video and it's some fucking AI bullshit. How many of you guys get that? Where it's like this, welcome to this. It's just a slideshow or stock photos and videos. It's just shit. Next one. The H2D. There's been some leaks here about a rumored, people are saying dual extruder setup that's like really kind of crappy pictures, but like, yeah, they're looking at, people are like trying to discern what this is. I'm gonna pull up our actual show notes here because Tor pulled up all the cool photos. So there's patents here that these are bamboo patents, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay. And then right here, multiple terminal switch at will. It is not just the actuator platform that support quick change, but also the hot end of the print with lube bands, automatic nozzle recognition, and parameter matching function. You can quickly switch nozzles with large diameters or hardened steel materials. So it looks like this looks very Ultimaker-esque with the cartridge type hot ends.
Right. I mean, after they were getting sued, it's like, well, you guys.
The AMS2 looks very similar to the
Nathan
one.
Builds robots.
What?
Let There we go.
Don't make O-rings or the internet will get angry. That's so meta. Emerson needs to tap out. Emerson can leave if he wants. He's not being held here against his will.
49 seconds in is where they talk about.
My pain meds kicked in.
Oh, so you're feeling good there, bud.
For the silicone or the
need to go lay down.
printer.
Take a nappy nap.
Bye, Emerson. Go take a
Have a
nappy
good one,
poo.
dude.
You can listen to our soothing voices while you nap.
I will. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Yeah, so there's rumors of a new bamboo printer, and you can see here it does look like it has two heads here that look like they can like move up and down.
Well, it
that's
like
all we know.
Switch.
Yeah, but it looks like almost like there's a mechanism that would like push them up or down. That's what it looks like. Because you can see
Honestly,
one's lower than the other here.
Better. Yeah, that seems
yeah,
like
that seems better
plan than how they have it in their patent.
Yeah. This I found today. This came out what like
this Christmas.
Before we go into that,
gift of good news.
I sent the link in private.
Oh, for the okay, hang on.
Yeah, 17 minutes in. 17:45.
All right, we're here.
Okay, hang on. Let me put that in the show notes too with the timestamp. You can do it later.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'm getting the share set up so I have audio here. Because if I switch tabs, I notice the audio doesn't work all the time. So, all right. So you said like 17 minutes in?
17:50. 17:40.
Oh, yeah, right here.
So this is very cool.
You guys hear it?
So this is silicone printing on a Bamboo Lab A1 Mini?
Yes.
Wow.
Not exactly. But we'll get to that.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the first silicone parts printed on a regular FDM machine. Let me explain. We start from an empty tube inside our factory. We fill it with any paste material like silicones, chocolate, ceramic.
So I wonder if so that is chocolate. He says chocolate.
Yeah, that's where I was getting. This is where I got that from.
Yeah, I think it said chocolate on the label too. But so this is probably just like a PTFE tube, like a really thin PTFE tube, kind of like the splicing tube.
Yeah.
From the Sunloop splicer.
Regular FDM machine. Let me explain. We start from an empty tube inside our factory.
So I'm assuming in the nozzle it has something that kind of wipes the material out of it.
The picture
chocolate
that it has like a blade that will cut it.
Yeah.
Like, look how long the tube is to where the nozzle or where the blade is.
Paste material.
Yeah, does he go back to it? Yeah.
The user needs to only replace the nozzle. This takes 5 seconds on a bamboo. The paste goes inside here.
Yeah, so this goes up into the tube to grab the paste. So the diameter of this is probably pretty close to the diameter of that, so there's not much waste left.
Yeah.
The tube goes around and is pulled by the extruder. Later, it is cut and goes away for recycling.
You got a good ways of it.
Oh, so okay, so this right here is it coming out. So it is being fed in like normal filament.
Yeah.
It's just being cut out right there. Oh, yeah, and you can see the blade right here. Interesting. That's really interesting. So the tube is intact all the way down to here, where then this blade just cuts it. So
once
you
it's
just got this dang
already in the nozzle, yeah.
Yeah, so you'll have to have a way to like grab this because obviously, maybe they'll have something that'll you can put next to the printer that'll grab it. Yeah.
Goes inside here.
But it's a really cool idea.
It's pulled by the extruder. Later, it is cut and
so basically any direct drive setup would be able to use this.
You know what this reminds me of? It's like the sausage factory. They have the casings.
This is the reverse sausage factory.
Okay.
Yeah, and the paste is deposited and printed. So why this wasn't printed yet on a bamboo? Because this is a two-part silicone. So it was printed on a dual extruder machine.
So they use it on an IDEX.
Below. But we plan to put the two parts of the silicone inside a single tube with a membrane.
So that wasn't actually printed on the A1. They're just planning to support it.
Yeah,
but like,
this is an easier machine to take to Formnext than their
be able to print silicone
like
on
yeah.
setup.
That's very clever. And you don't use the heater, or maybe you use it a little bit.
Not for silicone.
Okay.
For chocolate, you need to.
Okay.
To temper it.
Yum.
That depends on the material. Whether you need to heat it or not.
Yeah, chocolate,
Okay, so
ceramic, silicone. Pretty much
that is a
material.
way better. That is a way better for the chocolate. That's a way better idea than anything else I've seen before to print chocolate.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people talking about about filament too in the
it'll
in
be
the
exciting
comments.
to see what happens next year with them.
Yeah, no, it's cool. We'll be keeping an eye on it. All right, so this I found. It was 8 hours ago. I added this last minute. I'm just going to run through this really quick, but basically you attach, there's hardware and software and a printed mount, and it goes onto the print head. I'll show you right here. So it uses an off-the-shelf HP inkjet cartridge, and these inkjet cartridges have the heads, the print heads built into them.
Line in a series of slices. Except because you haven't calibrated yet, there's a fair chance that they're not going to be.
It only works with Marlin printers because it basically controls the whole printer over USB to serial.
They're going to be disconnected chunks.
He goes through, if you guys want to watch this, it's in the show notes. I'm not going to watch the whole thing, but I want to show you the prints that they've got off this. Look at this. Check this out. This is really fucking cool.
Shifted throughout the print. Let's talk about current performance and current problems. First things first, the results that Jacques and Bian.
Look at this. So they recommend there's certain white filaments they recommend to use that are more translucent, so the colors show up more. In Teaching Tech's videos, he says that his are not as vibrant because he didn't use the recommended filament. So you basically want to use a white filament that's more transparent, so the colors come through. But like, this is really fucking cool. Like, look at this. This is way cooler than. This is way cooler and way better than like multicolor prints. Yeah, less waste.
Varied and vibrant.
There's no purge blocks. Like, look at this.
Refillable cartridges. And get the big bottles of paint and just buy white filament, not 18 different colors of filament.
Yeah, it's really fucking cool. Look at this Deadpool. This Deadpool print.
This type of full color.
Here's Iron Man. Deadpool's next.
Been available up until
Pikachu. Sorry, I thought Deadpool's next. I think there we go. This is impressive. This is just fucking cool. Okay, and this can go on any machine. Sorry, Clipper fanboys. It only works on Marlin printers because it has to be able. It controls everything. So it's got an ESP32 that controls the print head and is responsible for sending the G code to the printer. So it like does this whole process thing. I definitely recommend, if you guys think this is interesting, go watch the video. It's a 15-minute video. Absolutely worth watching it. I watched the whole thing, which is why it's in the show notes. I was like, this is really freaking cool. And the other thing I was thinking about too, like those HP ink cartridges, those are like $30, maybe $40 a piece. This system could probably use like the Chinese knockoffs that won't work in actual printers because of all the DRM crap. But this machine is just basically pulsing all those heads on and off. It doesn't care if it's like the ink levels or, anything. But yeah, this is definitely not new tech. There have been printers that have done this, but they're very, 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 very expensive. We're talking tens of $20s of thousands of dollars. HP has one that uses the same idea of inkjet technology on top of, I think it was a powder material. It wasn't like filament, but this is being done with filament.
About how vibrant the color. Let's talk about the cartridges and.
So, because the print head is on the cartridges. So HP still does this. Is why their ink cartridges are so damn expensive. I use Brother printers. The heads are actually in part of the printer head, so you're just changing out the ink. But
it's like HP Jet something.
Yeah, but they have the kits. You can actually buy these kits. This is very much a beta product, but it's really cool. Like, it's really cool. Something I want to play with. This is, if you guys want to go with this is one fucking hell of a domain name. Level 9000 3dprintedmodels.com. Get a better domain name. That is a horrible fucking domain name. Horrible domain name. Now, the thing is, this is fully open source. So you could actually, they have all the files for the PCB and everything. So you can build it yourself if you wanted to. But they do have, you can buy these right now. Again, this is a beta, meaning everything's not going to work correctly. You're going to have to do some testing, but I think this is really cool. But you can see a little ESP32 here. We got a voltage regulator. We got the interface. So this 10, not 10 pin. Is this 16 pin? 16 pin? Hang on, 14 pin ribbon cable goes from here to here. The little flex cable goes from here to here, and this interfaces with the cartridge. And yeah, so this includes all the stuff. And then you got to print all the stuff. And Teaching Tech actually made a mount for his printer he had. I think the CR6 is like the official one. Such a weird printer to choose for your off-the-shelf support. I think it's on.
I don't think that was a very popular printer.
It wasn't. It was a horrible printer. It was a Kickstarter printer. So shocker. But I'm trying to find where the. I'm trying to find where the GitHub link is. I think I got to go back to the show notes or to the YouTube video, which will go from the show notes. Hang on one second. I'm scrolling. You guys can't see it. I'm on another window here or another tab. So here we go. So here's the GitHub. So this is all on GitHub. There's the STL files here. So they got the cartridge holder here for the hot end. This is what bolts up to there. And then you can see here printer mount. So they just have the CR6 SE files here. So you can see it's got a new front thing, and that's what mounts the cartridge holder. This mounts to that head. But basically you can just make your own mount for whatever printer you have. Now, if they want wider adoption, they're going to have to spend the time to do it. I don't know how like serious this guy is about doing it, but like if they had different mounts for different printers, or even like a template, like for what the mount should be, that would make it easier. But again, this is very much a beta thing. It's really cool.
Yeah, I don't imagine that would be too hard to make a adapter plate for it. They just
once you figure out the stuff, but they have like here, like doing your calibration. It says, you guys can't see it at the top because our ticker here. Let me put it at the bottom here. It's still in beta. Okay, so this is not something that's fully done, ready to go
out of the box.
Yeah, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So I just thought it was worth mentioning. It's another small business, or I don't know if it's a business or like kind of a pet project for him, but I felt it was worth mentioning. I thought it was neat. What's chat think? You guys think it's cool? I think it's cool. What does chat think though? Chat, you're being quiet. Chat. Yeah, as much as I could self-source that, I would just buy the kit. I don't feel like trying to figure all that out, and I'm sure he tests it all, so not worth it. I'm signing into our Microsoft Forms account so I can see if we got any questions. Give me 1 second. I gotta do my Microsoft Authenticator. Is it me? I don't know. Is it me signing in? It's me signing in. All right, let's see. Q&A. We have 3 responses in the Q&A. Sweet. I don't know how long those have been there, but we're gonna see. Open individual results. Okay, so Ruben. Oh wait, I literally already. This is an older one. He was asking. He shorted out his fan port on his Easy Board, and he sent it back, and I was able to repair it. So that's definitely an older one. This is an insert. This is one I have a solution. So Will asked, what's the best way to convert E steps to rotation distance when using Clipper? Hey, Tor, what's the easiest way?
Use our calculator.
Our calculator. We have a calculator for it. And we get a ton of hits on that calculator because it works. So if you're watching, if you go to our help center, it's support.th3dstudio.com, and I'll show how to get to it. So that's our help center. If you guys are looking for product documentation, guides, any sort of stuff that's not on our YouTube channel.
Well, you don't even have to go directly to the help center. You can go from the main site.
Yeah, so you can go like here if you're on the main site. Yeah, so here we go to main site. Oh, I have it zoomed in so it thinks I'm on mobile. You can go over to Help Center up top here. Look I have the rotation distance linked here. So you can actually go right to here and it takes you right here. So really simple. So usually you don't have to change this. Most people are 1.8 degrees, 16 microsteps. So let's say it's 405. There's your rotation distance. It's that easy. Let's say you're on a stock Creality Ender 3, 95. There's your rotation distance. Does all the math for you. So even link to tell you what it does, what we're doing in the background to calculate it.
I was talking to Brian earlier.
Yeah, so there we go. We have a tool for that. It's free to use. Definitely recommend using it. I am going to shout out, though, our other tools. If we're on the Help Center, we also have an E-step calculator, too. So if you want to calibrate your E-steps, maybe you put a new extruder on, you're not sure if it's extruding right. Let's say I did 400. I told it to extrude 100 millimeters, and I only got 95. Well, here's my new E-step value. Now you're dialed in. That's simple. And these are all free tools used. We also have input shaping calculator here. So directions on how to use it. So if you're using Marlin input shaping, we have pre-sliced test files here. You can put all your values in once you measure. And let's say it's like 32 and 48. And you can see these update here. Isn't that cool? So we got that. And then for Clipper, this is probably my favorite one. Because Clipper's ABL is a nightmare to set up without something like this. Tor, I'm pretty sure, I mean, I use this every time. Do you use this to set up your ABL parameters?
Oh, yeah.
So let's say I know I'm pretty sure this is an example. I'm pretty sure it's like close to the OEM one. So if I set this, it's like I got Ender 3, I put my bed size in, my probe offset on X, my probe offset on Y, how far I calculate, and then it spat out the wrong values. What the hell? I put 300. I wonder if our caching on the site's messing up again. Hang on. We literally just were working on this the other day because an update broke something.
Yay, updates.
Yeah.
It
okay.
seems like every other update.
Yeah. Because it's supposed to pass these values to it looks like it's caching it. I might have to exclude. I wonder if the cache I wonder if our host changed the caching because it's getting the same values every single time. The other calculators were working, but this one's not. So I'll have to take a look at it. Let me try loading. Yeah, it even says it's got the no cache string at the end. So that's one of the ones that are broken right now, apparently, which I literally tested. Was it 3 days ago? I tested.
We were testing
working.
We were testing the E-step.
No, I went through and redid all of them to make sure they were working. So let's see. Maybe if I'll know if it's a caching because I'm logged in now. I don't know. Let's see. Is it still wrong? Even when I'm logged in, it's still wrong. So there's probably something on the back end here that's storing that value. We use a tool called calculated field forms. It's a plugin. And I wonder if I got to clear out the if I got to clear out entries, because that's what it looks like is happening. I can try clearing the site cache. Let me try clearing the site cache here. Now I want to fix it. This was working the other day. The other calculators were working. Yeah, it's still, and I don't know where it's getting these values from. Why is it caching that? Unless, you know what? I think our hosting company, I'm wondering if it's a PHP version, because our hosting company updated the PHP version. I can change it. I'm wondering if there's an issue with going to the new PHP version. Hang on, I want to figure out why this is doing that. Tools. I think I change it. Yeah, change. Let's go back to the older version of PHP. I'll figure this out later. But all the other ones are all the other calculators are working. So that's all we have today. Yeah, it's got to be something stuck. Either it's going to be a PHP issue, or I'm going to have to go in and clear out, like maybe an entry got stuck. So I'll figure it out.
What's for dinner?
Well, we got one more entry here, I think. One more. Yep. Chris Bat says, have you seen the new E3 NG build that turns Ender 3 into a Core XY printer? What are your thoughts? Keep up the great content. Thanks all. Tor, what do you think about it? I think it's neat. I haven't built it. Aren't you working on building one right now? Oh, yeah, you are.
I have it partially built, but I have to take it apart because there's a new version.
I can almost envision a printer from those two parts. Hey, it works. It'll eventually be a printer.
Okay, well, there goes the hot end mount. But...
There go the bearings. Did bearings fall out of that?
I really hope not.
We're making him full screen. Are there little ball bearings all over your floor now? Or did you get lucky?
I got lucky.
You got lucky? Okay.
Yeah, should be something.
Oh
like
my god.
Oh, it's upside down now, but
yeah.
I have to take it apart and reprint parts. But it's a cool kit. I like the idea of it. And it needs some work, but yeah, 2 months later, I haven't had time to work on this one. I've had to fit. I'm like, as you've been seeing all stream, I've been working on my Trident because
your Trident keeps breaking.
LDO included the palm nuts. If you can see in there a little bit, there's no threads.
Yeah, so it's logging these entries. I'm looking in here. The entries are in here. It's just not displaying them correctly. So I'm gonna have to look at the plugin to see, because the way that page is set up for the mesh thing is it's supposed to replace them with values. The thing is, though, it's clearly pulling old values. And I've got 34 pages of entries. So there's hundreds and hundreds of these. I don't know how many are on a page here. Hang on, troubleshoot area and general settings. Direct. There's an active. I'm looking through here. There's actually yeah, I'm reading through the sections here for this plugin. I'm wondering if this is the issue here. Let me try this again. Calculate. Now it's still getting a 300 by 300. That's so weird. Interesting. Yeah, I don't even need it to, like, I don't know why it stores all these entries, but anyways, that's all the questions we have. I'm gonna check it one more time before we wrap up, but that'll be it. Chris is making something with salmon tonight. Oh, we got 2 more entries, it says. Hang on, view responses. Chris oh, that's the one we just answered, so there's one more. Oh, he just enters it. He said, same guy. He said, I installed a new extruder with a pancake motor. I got the Easeboard V2. The motor just clicks when I try to extrude. Reflash my firmware, still clicks. So you probably have a pair flipped. If you use the Creality cable with a different motor, they typically like to switch the 2 middle pins. There is a video on our YouTube channel called Testing Your Stepper Motors that will explain how to determine where the coils go. But typically, if we have an extruder that's doing that, it's usually a wiring issue. It's not usually an issue with the board. It's also, just basically, if you came you should use the wire that came with the motor, because those are matched. But if you mix a Creality cable with a standard stepper motor, you usually got to pull the 2. There's 4 wires in a 6-pin connector. There's 2 on the outer edge. There's no pin, and then there's 2 on the inner edge. I usually have to pull the 2 inner ones out, flip them, and then put them back into the plug. Just try that. And then worst case scenario, you just have to reverse the extruder direction. So if your motor's just clicking like this, it's twitching. It's because the wiring's not correct going to the motor. So hopefully he's still in here. Chris, are you in here? Oh yeah, I see C-Bat here.
He just put that in, so he should be.
What's that? Yeah, he should be in here.
Yeah, he just put that in.
Yeah, and I'll figure out why this form. I might have to look at the plugin. I'm willing to bet that it probably was this form plugin that we're using. They probably changed something, and either I got to clear out the old entries and then it'll be good, or I'm going to have to redo the secondary page. So what happens is on that Clipper like bed calculation page, it replaces fields dynamically. There's like placeholders, and it does the calculations and replaces those placeholders in the HTML code. And they might have changed something, so I might have to change the syntax I'm using to tell it to use whatever the latest one is. I'm looking here. What's the first entry that I have on here? Yeah, it's a 300. Okay, so it's probably, I'm wondering if I just clear these out, if it'll work now. Because I'm wondering if, like, it has old data and the old data is messing up the plugin update. All right, do you have anything else to add, Tor?
I do not. I need to get food, and I'm going to be playing with my drones.
Yeah, you're going to eat more chocolates? Is that, how long is your chocolate going to last you? Is it going to be gone by Monday?
Maybe. It'll probably last a bit. Just have it here snacking on it.
You should put it in like the other rooms. You got to get up to get it.
That's what I do with my energy drinks now.
Yeah, I don't have any snacks in here because if they're there, I'll probably eat them. So, and drinks. Is the chocolate medicated? No, I bought these from Amazon. They're not. I got them some Ferrero Rochers because Wade from Mandela Roseburg actually sent us a nice like chocolate assortment. I felt bad that Tor, was remote and couldn't eat the delicious chocolate. So I was like, I sent him some chocolates. So
no, not over Jersey. My park next to my house is being like demolished. They took out all the big trees, so I can go fly without any worry. Go fast.
Yeah, this is currently outside the TH3D shop.
Actually, I need to look outside.
It's snowing. It's snowing. Although you can't really see it in this shot. I'm assuming, is this camera static? It doesn't show that it's offline. No, it's not static. It's just not showing the... That's weird. Oh, it's not snowing a lot. It was snowing more earlier. You can see on the other camera. So, yeah. It's snowing a little bit. So we finally got some snow and it's sticking. Ooh. I even brought the snowblower out to try to like scare the snow from coming down, but it doesn't care. It's still coming out. So, but yeah. All right, everybody. I hope you guys had an awesome time hanging out with us. And since we won't see you on stream before Christmas, I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. We will be closed on Christmas Day, which is Wednesday the 25th, and we'll probably be cutting things short Christmas Eve. We're pretty like towards the end of the year between Christmas and New Year's. We don't try to start any big projects. It's pretty just kind of easy going for the end of the year, and then once we get into the new year, we start doing more and more stuff. So I'm an idiot. I'm sitting here deleting all these manually. Look what I just found literally as I deleted the last.
Select all.
No, there's literally a delete all button right here. There's literally a delete all button. Let's see what it does because there's no entries now. Is it getting the 300?
Clear the cache.
It's not a cache page. There's no end. Where? I don't know what's going on. There's no entries left. Where the hell is it getting the entries from? This is our back end here. Where is it getting the entries from? What the fuck? What? I have no idea where it's getting. It's just pulling these entries out of its ass. There's no entries in here. If I go to, well, there's the one. Okay, someone just put one in. Where the hell is it getting these entries from? Where's it getting this 300 by 300? It's not going to be cached. I don't know if I could turn off the caching. Hang on. It makes no sense whatsoever why it's doing this. So it wasn't the PHP version. I'm in my back end here. What is going on here? This makes no sense. This makes no sense whatsoever. If I just went into this to the back end, I cleared the cache. I don't know where it's getting this data from. I'm going to show you guys here. We actually use Elementor for a lot of our pages here. And this is the result page. There is a weird bug with Elementor where I got to go to like site settings and then toggle back to actually be able to edit something.
Well, that's what you entered.
No.
That's what you just entered.
Oh, it is. But see, it's supposed to see here. It dynamically changes. It's supposed to. So here, calculated CP calculated field results, and then that closes out that block. And then we have the field name 4523 457. So this is all correct. The question is, why is this? It's showing the correct information here. So it's doing the calculations correctly. Why isn't it displaying it on the public side correctly? That's what's so weird. Now, when I do this, it's going to show the new ones. It is going to show the new ones. Is Elementor doing something? So I entered 3s for all the variables here. I didn't calculate. And now it's not doing the calculation. Something's weird. Something like updated. Yeah, I'm going to have to mess with this. Something updated and broke my forms.
Yeah.
Hey, what happens? It's so stupid. Yay, free tools taking up my time. So I'll figure it out. Anyways, I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We will be doing a stream on the 27th. The 3rd is probably going to get, the 3rd is going to get moved because it's my grandpa's wake. So probably do it on the 2nd. Probably the 2nd, do it like a day earlier. So probably Thursday. So the 3rd will be moved. So, but all right, everybody. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend and a Merry Christmas. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for joining us. And if you're in the cold areas, stay warm. Bye-bye now. Oh, wait. The dogs want to say bye. Do you want to say bye? Come here, Remo. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Remo was like, hi, I got to make an appearance. Oh, hi. Yes. Yes. Okay. And Comet's here too. Here's Comet. All right, guys. See you later. They probably want to go outside and play in the snow. They love the snow. Absolutely love the snow. Like, Remo's almost as bad as a husky when it comes out to the snow. Like, he just doesn't want to do it. So, all right. Bye, guys.
So I need to leave first, and then you end the stream?
Yes, you leave. Otherwise, if you leave after the outro's rolling, it'll not end it. Bye.